Hello folks and welcome to part 24 of our Ashes Cricket 2009 playthrough, and this could be a big episode if we bowl, what's the word, spectacularly? Yeah, we will win the Ashes. I doubt it though, I can't see us getting 9 wickets today, but we start this episode with Australia on 73 for 1 in their second innings. If you didn't watch the last episode, I massively recommend you do so. But if you didn't, one important bit of news that we are running a revised schedule this week, which means that Ashes content will be coming out on Monday, Wednesday and on Friday. So you'll get a further episode on Friday as well as this episode. But if you didn't watch that episode as well, linked to the Ashes content, we managed to bowl Australia out for 159 after only 25 overs. Shane Watson getting 82, nobody else getting anything really. But in this innings, it has been a little bit better. Simon Katic went for 20 off 25 off Ryan Sidebottom, caught by Kevin Peterson. But Ricky Ponting on his steady start with 21 off 20, and Shane Watson is on 27 off 47. So a solid start really for Australia. We've had Anderson and Sidebottom bowl 5 overs and 6 overs respectively, and it's Stuart Broad and Graham Swan coming into bowl. Now, of course, we haven't got Flintoff this test match because he is injured, much like real life. Wanted to put that into the game. I thought that was only fair. We put their injuries into the game and their squads, so we have to do it with ours. So we are going to have to employ Graham Swan here because we don't really have any other serious bowlers. I know Kevin Peterson can bowl, but again, he's a spin bowler. But, oh, that's going to be close, especially if they go for 2 here, but they've only gone for the single. I don't blame them particularly, and that could have been close, pretty nasty. But last episode, we took a lot of wickets, basically. We took a hell of a lot of wickets. Hey, it's more of a solid episode. We've done what of Simon Katic. Let's get these other 2. But I hope you guys are good. This series isn't going to be going on for too much longer now. Especially if we win this test match. It won't be too much coverage coming from the last test match because we'll have won the series. But that's a good 4 from, I think it's Ponting on strike. But it's been an enjoyable series. Oh no, it's Shane Watson, sorry, on strike. But an enjoyable series, but of course not over quite yet. I'd think we win this test match. That's gone! He's gone! Shane Watson's out. He left it. He'd mistimed it. And that is a big wicket to get Graham Swan being congratulated. That's not even Graham Swan. I'm sure it's Ian Bell. I was about to say shaking hands with Kevin Peterson. Don't know why Ian Bell and KP are shaking hands, but he left it. He mistimed it. And the danger man from the first innings has gone. Clean bowled. Graham Swan gets his first wicket of this innings to add to his 3 wickets he got in the last innings. Great stuff. And now they are 2 men down. Their 2 openers gone within 16 overs, and that is a very good way to start this innings. So Stuart Broad, after 2 maiden overs, will come in. You can guarantee in this over he won't get it. We didn't actually have a control disconnection last episode, so surprised that we've got one now. Just going to go that balance pace free. It seems to work. It seems to work quite nicely for us. But the AI use balance pace 6, so I suppose we'll try that. We'll try that for a little bit. It's odd going from spin bowling to fast bowling. It always feels really disjointed, but we've avoided the run there. I think this balance pace 6 might not be too bad. Might not be too bad after all. That's a good shot though. Nice shot off the middle of the bat from, I think it's got to be Ricky Ponting on strike. Yeah, it is Ricky Ponting, his first boundary. Looks like at the innings anyway. But that trial still by 186. That shows even though they've had a good start. Unfortunately, another 4 there. I was just about to say that maiden over from Stuart Broad is gone. 2 4s in a row. We need to stop that pretty quickly. But, yeah. We'll have to see how we get on. Just shows how badly they did do in that first innings. Still be 182 behind, even though they've had a decent start here. And another 4 from Ricky Ponting. Yeah, we need to change that field back to its balance pace 3, I think. Which is the usual field we use. As you can see, gets a man down there. Hopefully he won't exploit that now. A little bit of a shorter ball. See if that can tempt him into doing something a little bit stupid. He was tempted and it wasn't so stupid. My God, we've been mugged so far this over. 18 runs off the over. Punishing a bit of poor bowling, I suppose. A bit of a slower ball at the stumps now. Nice and straight. And we've got to that one quite nicely. Get there, bloody get him out! Oh my God, that was ridiculous. How did he not go out? What on earth was Stuart Broad doing? He was halfway down the bloody crease. Look at this. Go, whack at the bloody... Don't Don't just wait. Don't wait for bloody Matt Pryor to get there, or whoever it was. It wasn't Matt Pryor. Matt Pryor was the other end. I don't know how. That's so frustrating. The game's physics there have just completely blocked any chance of a wicket. And that is gutting. Let's try and get another one this over. Well, not a good start for Ricky Ponting. This looks like it might be a spinner's pitch. We might have to bring on 2 spin bowlers, but that'll be very much judged by how this over goes, and he's gone. 2 big batsmen gone in a matter of minutes. Graeme Swann getting both the wickets, and that could be just crucial. Great stuff from Swanee. Just mistimes it. We saw this in the last episode. I think it was Peter Siddle. But clean bowled, and it definitely looks like it's a spinner's pitch. So we might have to bring KP on as a second spin bowler in just a minute. But Michael Clarke just trying to make sure that they don't look like fools. Yes, they've lost a wicket, but he's just whacked one for 6. It was a full toss in the end because he come quite far forward. And, yeah, he's not quite out there. So it's not going to be a hat-trick by any means for Swanee. But he's took the wicket, that's all that matters. But 10 have followed after the next 2 balls. That's quite poor. I think it might be worth going a little bit defensive on the spin. Just because I think we don't tend to have many slip catches or close catches. It's usually run-outs and being clean bowled, that sort of thing. So I think going for a bit of a more defensive field here shouldn't make too much of a difference. But I think I'm going to bring KP on next over. I'm encouraged from what I've seen from Graeme Swann's spin, and I think that KP can match that. Hey! Michael Clarke gone. Australia going from 100 for 2? Yeah, to 107 for 4. Could have been 5 if we'd got that bloody run out. 2 wickets from the over. Okay, they've took a fair few runs, but Michael Clarke takes 10, much like in the last innings, actually. Michael Clarke got a 4 and a 6, and then stood quiet for a few balls and got out. Great stuff from Swanee. 2 key wickets. That brings up 3 for him. 2 off 33. 3 off 33. 3 wickets off 33 runs. Solid stuff from Graeme Swann. And I think based off that evidence, we have to bring another spinner in. And that's either Michael Vaughan, Alistair Cook, or Peterson. Got to bring KP in, haven't we? So. Well, this changed the direction of this match. My goodness, it does. 4 wickets down. It's clear Australia really don't want to lose another one. They really don't. That'd be chaotic at this point. 2 great wickets from Swann. That's really killed them off, to be honest. For now, anyway. Great stuff. Come round the wicket with KP. We're going to concede 1 or 2 runs. That's inevitable. Just the 1, though, there. Nice limitation of runs. That defensive field allows them to get a few more singles, but avoids the big boundaries. Swing and a miss from Mike Hussey. The big man, really, in this partnership now. The last serious batsman. I know North can bat, but not massively seriously. But that is the first boundary of the over. Straight down the line. You can't have a man everywhere, so you don't avoid those sometimes. Going to come this way at him, though, now. A little bit of a shorter ball. But he's gone for that. Really, the man should get there. But 2 4s in a row. That's disappointing. But the mentality we've had to have the Aussies, and it's proved to be correct, is that if you just bide your time, let them have their fun, let them have a few runs, and you'll get them out fairly quickly. That seems to be the case with the Aussies so far. Just a single, though, for them. Not being silly with the... oh, wow. Well, that's overthrows. That is just like New Zealand. It's just like the New Zealand match, wasn't it, in real life? Very nearly went for 4. And that ended up being a really costly 3 when it only needs to be a single. But oh well. Costly over, but we'll still bring Swann back in. Don't know if Peterson's the right man, to be honest. Don't know if spin loses its effect with 2 bowlers. We'll have to see with the Graeme Swann over now. My goodness, that could be a chance. I thought it had carried to the boundary. It hasn't. And Graeme Swann is having an absolutely whale of a time. He's loving it. I thought that had gone for 6 from Hussey until I saw that notification we could go for the catch. And right on the boundary, the defensive fielder's work. That had gone for 4 instead. But Alistair Cook on the boundary secures the catch. Australia. Perilous. Perilous, perilous, perilous. Let's have a quick look at the partnerships. Since we've come into this episode, 19, 10 and 13, we've crushed Australia. 3 wickets from Graeme Swann. They've crushed them. And he is tearing through this Australian batting lineup, and that's not too far away either. No, it's not out with a third umpire shot that we have. Got one. But Graeme Swann, he's on fire. Honestly, he's on fire. And he could just win us this Ashes series. Won't say anything just yet. That's going to go for 6. Unfortunately, that one carries this time. But again, as I've just said, let them have the fun. Let Australia have the fun. Let them have a whack. Because it won't be too long till they're out. And that's a ridiculous mentality to take, but it seems to have worked so far. Come round the wicket for this last ball. See if that makes a difference. He's just left it. Not in the line of fire, though. So, unfortunately, no effect on being out. But at least it's a dot ball. Ain't going to hurt anything. But that looks a little bit sloppy. And that is a 5-wicket haul! Graeme Swann. Wow. That is a bloody quick 5-wicket haul. Yeah, I think it's a spinner's pitch, I would say. What did I just say, though? Let him have a whack. Let him have a whack, and Stuart Broad picks that up beautifully. And Graeme Swann, I mean, it's out of date that he's 2 for 33. He's now 5 for something. What's he 5 for now? 5 for 38. Bloody ridiculous. But we are going to bring Jimmy Anderson into the attack. I think the effect of having 2 spinners, it dies a little bit on it. But, wow, I didn't expect this. Really didn't. Our bowlers just keep performing. And this could be another one. Has he got it? Has he got it? Yes! First ball. Mitchell Johnson gone. Australia heading very quickly towards losing this Ashes series. Great catch from side bottom. He had to get down to the ground. But another one gone. We have the hat-trick on the cards here. Not necessarily with Graeme Swann, but the hat-trick of wickets in 3 balls. Doesn't happen. Oh well. Not fussed about that. It is just a matter of time. Australia have lost the Ashes. Well, that's crazy. A little of a no ball there. That gives them 1 run. That's a little bit annoying. But well. Let's not get cocky. Let's finish off the job. You can argue all you like. You can argue all day. If it is our bowling that's been exemplary. If it's been Australia that have been rubbish. As I said, argue how you like. But we have took... Is it 6 wickets in this episode? I'm sure it is. But a 5 for Graeme Swann. Well, there you go. In a few overs, really. He's got all the wickets. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And now we're getting too excited because we have another controller disconnection. Oh dear. If I give someone my address, can you post me a playing charge kit that actually works? That'd be nice. But they're trial by 139. They need to make sure they get there before they lose 3 wickets. Of course, our aim now is to get those 3 wickets before they get there. And the man, the myth, the legend is about to come in. Really wicket there from Jimmy Anderson. But here comes the man. The man of the moment, Graeme Swann. Awesome. But that's going to be a 4, unfortunately, to get us started. Just trying to show that they aren't worried. It's Marcus North on strike. The last recognisable batsman. Especially now Mitchell Johnson's out. That's down the line again. And that could be another boundary. Really, the fielder should get to that. A little bit sloppy start here from Graeme Swann. Not quite the height that he reached last over. You're going to struggle to reach them anyway. Just a defensive shot at that time. The run rate high again, but Australia not learning from the mistakes. They need to get their eye in a little bit before starting to have a whack, but I think that's just how the game's AI are coded, to be honest. Not anything else. They're going to go for a run here. Oh, come on! Oh, that's gutting. If we wouldn't have had those, it would have been kissed goodbye to another innings, but that isn't out. That's not out. Another show of overthrows, sloppy. And now Pete Siddle's on strike. Can we get him? No runs so far. Well, that'll be 1 or 2. That's frustrating. Just the 1? Okay, fair enough.
Another run onto the scoreboard.
A wicketless over for Graham Swan. That's disgusting. Just a defensive shot to end off the over. It's coming home. It's coming home.
And the end of the over.
Just a case of... Really, not if. In my opinion now. Marcus North having a quick look at his options. Here we go.
The ball just runs out into the covers.
Get there, get there. Oh, bloody overthrows again. Oh, that is a disaster. Oh.
That's one more run.
A miscue from the batsman. And we thought we'd done it. We thought we got another wicket. But now we concede runs instead. And that's another 4 on the table. That's so frustrating. That's happened a few times. Our fielding, particularly in this test match. I don't know why. It's been poor. That is really annoying.
Reorganising the troops out in the field.
Oh well, we deal with it. But that is another 4. I'll tell you something, they can score runs. They just can't keep their wickets. You've got to have a fine balance of both, especially in test cricket. Oh, he just left that one. I'd be a little bit worried about where he was in. Could have been dangerous. Oh, no ball. Well, he's left that one as well, but it's a no ball, so a little bit disappointing. One more to sundries, as Aggers would probably say there. Another defensive shot there from North. He's already on 20. That shows how quickly he's got started. But the man we want to exploit and get on strike, which hopefully we can after this over, is Peter Siddle. Which we will for that Graham Swan over, which is coming up next. Don't want to tire out Graham Swan too much, but he's only bowled 6 overs, so that's not all that bad. 50 for 5 now for Graham Swan. Fantastic innings for him. Brilliant stuff. Could just win us the Ashes, but it's going to be another, just I think 1 run, which is a little bit annoying actually. That is going to be wrong end, wrong end, wrong. Oh, bloody hell. What's going on? What is going on? Overthrows, overthrows, overthrows. It is happening all the time now. And I'm just wondering, do you get a man either end of the pitch? Just to cover for that. I'm not going to say so yet. But this is concerning. Because we've got run-out chance and all they're turning into is them getting more runs. Yes, it's nice to get the men out, but we've never had this before. It's a real problem. Right, let's try this then. Down the ground. Tuh, again. I mean, luckily, I think that's Ian, but he drops it, so our fielding has been terribly lax. That's a shout, though. That is a shout. And he's gone. Peter Siddle's gone. LBW, 6 wickets now for Graham Swan. That looked close. That looked close. It hit the pad. He's plumbing him. Middle wicket. Middle stump. He's gone. 6 wickets now for Swan. And it's just all about getting through this tail end. But they're still going to have a whack. Fair play to him. That's what I say. But that sort of fielding isn't going to help. Does it matter though? It looks like we're going to win the Ashes. And maybe in this episode. Ooh, reverse swing from Stuart Clark. Very fancy. That's from the end of the over. Can't believe how they've just capitulated. A good start from the first 3. Nobody else has done anything. Bring Jimmy in though again. Maybe not number 5, maybe number 3. In terms of the field settings. Marcus North's the big danger man really now. Not necessarily Stuart Clark and Hilfenhaus, because they will go pretty quickly. It's whether Stuart Clark can do a Ben Stokes-esque innings and get Australia to the total they need. Are they going to go for 1 or just the 2? They're going to go for 2. He's gone! He's gone! Definitely gone! And that's Stuart Clark gone.
That about wraps it up now.
Another run out. I know we've been sloppy, but my God, that was sloppy. Graham Swan, it's not a bowling wicket, but adds another run out to his name. And we are 1 wicket now away from winning the Ashes. Brilliant stuff from Swanee to get it there. Thank God that was an overthrown. And we need 1 wicket. 1 wicket. And we win the Ashes. Is it coming home? Not quite yet. We've got to wait. But our moment of glory, which we've been waiting 24 episodes for, is going to come fairly shortly. Australia, really poor. You can see they've just capitulated, especially in this episode. Wicket after wicket after wicket. And it's only a matter of time. It'd be fitting for Graham Swan to get that final wicket. Really would. These two might survive. You never know. They might put up a really good fight. But the way they've been going, I can't see that. 25 overs gone. 1 wicket needed. Australia need 110 runs just to take us to a second innings. If I was a betting man, even though I do like an underdog, I wouldn't be betting for Australia. Ben Hilfenhaus will face his first ball. That's not too bad, actually. Bit of fancy reverse swing from him. Oh no, it's Marcus. No wonder. It's Marcus North. So Hilfenhaus must have faced a few under Jimmy. Yeah, Marcus North going for it a little bit now. Surprised that he's left Hilfenhaus in the lurch to face 4 balls against Swanee. There you go. Tactics will be tactics. He doesn't look strong at the crease, just tapping that ball away. It's not going to go. It's going to go wrong with him at some point. 109 Australia trail by. They need that just to force us to get into a second innings. If they do something here, these two become Ashes heroes. Can I see it? No. 1 ball left of this Graham Swan over. Going to come around the wicket. And that's gone! He's gone! Yes!
That was right out of the top drawer.
It's done! We've done it! Graham Swan, that is so fitting. Clean bowls Ben Hilfenhaus. Finishes off the 4th test match within 2 days. 2 rubbish Australia innings. Graham Swan dominating. He deserves a medal. 10 wickets over the match. 7 wickets in this innings. And most crucially, that last wicket just on the offside stump. We come round the wicket. That was crucial in that last ball. And there you go. That ain't bad, is it?
It's all over. That's all we've got time for. So it's well done to England and goodbye from Headingley. We'll see you at the 5th and final.
And we know now. We know where the Ashes is going. We've done it. We've 1 test to spare. It's not like real life. It was 2 each after this. Unbelievably, Australia out for an identical amount. 159 each time. Well, well, well. We've done it. That was ridiculous. I didn't expect that at all. There were 15 overs in, were they, when we came to the crease? And we thought, well, it will be alright. My God, Australia. Shocking. We've won the Ashes, though. We've 1 test to spare. There we go, it's confirmed. England has won the Ashes series, 3 tests to 1. We've got 1 more test to go at the Brit Oval, the Kia Oval, really. And that will be next episode, of course. I think Flintoff will be back for that last test. And really, that test just be a bit of a muck around, to be honest. We've won the Ashes. Love to win it 4-1. It certainly won't be a draw. Oh, no, it won't be a draw based off that. I mean, you work out the overs. 120 odd overs. It's only about a day and a half. I think they only lasted to about probably not even tea time on day 2. That is bonkers. Test 3. We won the match by a massive amount of runs. Test 2. We won by an innings. And of course in Test 1. We were sloppy in Test 1. But ever since that first innings we've been really good. Australia, the opposite. 340, 393 for 5. Since then they've just not reached those heights. 120, 243, 94, 154. And then 2 innings of 159. So actually, It's not been since the second test that they've got past the 200 mark. They've only got past the 200 mark once after the first test. That is ridiculous. But we've won the Ashes. We've got one more game to go. And that will be a brilliant one to play. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I certainly have. We'll be back on Friday, as I've said, with this altered schedule to finish off the Ashes series at the Brit Oval. It's been great. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for that final test. Thank you so much for your company. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye for now.